Listen to me. You've been fed a lie your entire life. You see, in school when you were growing up, whenever you failed at something, whether it was an assignment or an exam, you were punished for it. You were disciplined. You were taught to see failure as a bad thing, something to hate, something to fear. And your parents and your teachers looked at you as if you were a failure, a disappointment. And they would lose hope for you. That would literally destroy your self-esteem, your self-image. Then you would start to doubt yourself, question yourself. You see what's that done to you? Now that you're a grown-up, you can't cope with failure. You don't know how to deal with it. Whenever life throws a trial or a tribulation your way, you don't know how to cope. And when you do try to cope, you fall into all sorts of bad habits to try and cope. For example, binge eating, recreational drugs for some people. Just procrastination, addiction to social media, etc. Because it's hard for you to deal and cope with that setback. You see, for years I failed at school. I failed to meet the expectations of those around me, my teachers, my parents. And above all, I failed to meet my own expectations. I felt like I was letting myself down. I would set goals for myself and fail to accomplish them. Exam after exam, I would fall into procrastination. I would swear that I'm going to study for this exam and then just end up getting horrible marks because I just wasn't consistent. One failure had dropped me into this loop of setbacks and loop of failures, this sort of black hole. But you see, the beauty of failure is that it teaches you a lot about yourself. You learn the type of man or the type of woman you are. Whether you're someone that gives up in the face of failure or someone that pushes through it and finds hope and light at the end of the tunnel. I could have given up 3 years into failures, but I fought through it. I persevered. I fought for my right to excellence. I thought to myself, why can't I fight against the hurdles that life throws against me? I'm strong enough to do it. I'm strong enough to know that the goals and the expectations I have for myself in the future, I can live up to them. I can live up to become the type of person and the successful person that I want to be. Why can't I when everyone else around me can? And after 5 years of failures, 5 years of setback in A-levels, I finally got the results that I wanted. It took me 5 years of perseverance, getting back up. And trust me, if you don't realize that failure is not really a failure, if you realize the opportunity for growth there, you realize the opportunity to look at your shortcomings and where you can improve there and develop and improve as a person. If you fail to realize that, then that's when you've truly failed. That's when you've truly lost. And tell me, why do so many people end their lives? That's because they don't know how to cope and deal with failures. They've been brought up to believe that they're so perfect. And then when finally life starts throwing hurdles their way, which is guaranteed. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. Indeed, Allah has created mankind into turmoil and hardship. And when they finally see that reality, they don't know how to deal with failure. They don't see hope at the end of the tunnel. And you need to do exactly that. You need to find light in the darkness. Let me give you an example. Nuh alayhi salam, Prophet Noah, he preached to his nation for 950 years. For 950 years, his people, they repelled him. They called him a madman. كذبت قبلهم قوم نوح فكذبوا عبدنا وقالوا مجنون وازدجر. The people of Noah, they denied him. They denied the message that Noah brought from God, and they called him a madman, and he was repelled. And then Nuh alayhi salam said, قال ربي إني دعوت قومي ليلا ونهارا فلم يزدهم دعائي إلا فرارا. Oh my Lord, I preached to my nation, to my people, day and night, but my invitation didn't increase them in anything but aversion. He had no choice but to continue, because he knew that he had something valuable with him, which is the message of God. And that's exactly why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he saved him, he honored him, and he rewarded him, because he persevered. So persevere, for indeed life is going to be hard. The default state of life is sadness and turmoil. We're only going to be happy when we return to where we belong, which is Jannah, paradise. So work hard to become the best version of yourself, and failures are a perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Be introspective, learn, grow, develop as a human being, become a better Muslim. With that being said, if you have a certain setback in life that you're finding it hard to deal with, or a goal that you can't seem to accomplish, you can reach out to me in my Instagram, which is linked in the description of this video, and inshallah I will try my best to help you out with that. But for now, Assalamu alaikum.